Welcome to the Eagles Checkdown, right here on the Eagles Pinpool Podcast Network, bringing you the fastest 10-minute or less Eagles podcast there is every week with news, notes, and opinions on your Philadelphia Eagles. I'm your host, Phil Stifle, every single morning right here on this quick Eagles podcast. And let me tell you something, folks. There are going to be a lot of unhappy people out there this week as the Philadelphia Eagles straight dominate the Cincinnati Bengals on Sunday 37-17. And when I say people are going to be unhappy, it's going to be the week where an awful lot of Jalen Hurts critics out there are awfully quiet because there's nothing, and I repeat, nothing left this week for Eagles fans, media, critics out there that they can pick apart on Jalen Hurts, because Jalen Hurts went out there and probably played his best game of football for the Philadelphia Eagles, not just this year, but dating back to the beginning of the last season. He was pinpoint accurate. He was throwing the ball with conviction. He was running the ball with conviction. The entire Eagles offense was clicking the way we expect it to under Kellen Moore and Nick Sirianni. Everybody seemed to be on the same page, despite Dallas Goedert being out, despite two starting offensive linemen out, and Lane Johnson at times in the game. This was a 37-17 victory, but it was more than that for the Philadelphia Eagles. Let me go over some of the box score stats here. Jalen Hurts was 16 of 20 for 236 passing yards and one throwing touchdown. He also added 3 rushing touchdowns to go with 37 rushing yards. So that's over 270 yards of offense and 4 touchdowns and another turnover-free game. The third straight game where Jalen Hurts did not commit a turnover. The 4th straight game without an interception for our leader. Saquon Barkley rushed for over 100 yards again today. The team as a whole, because Kenny Gainwell got some action as well, over 160 rushing yards. Again, one of my keys was to run the ball. 39 rushes today to 20 passes, showing what the identity is of this Eagles offense. Devontae Smith with a big 45-yard touchdown catch on a perfectly thrown ball. But I don't even care about that touchdown to Devontae Smith. There were 2 third down and longs in this game where Jalen Hurts just put lasers, one on A.J. Brown, one on Devontae Smith, to get first downs and extend drives. Throws that the critics will never give him credit for. And I love it. I love that the critics are going to have a tough week finding something negative. They're going to focus in on that one. There was one bad throw to Kenny Gainwell on a screen that could have been picked off or a swing pass. And they're going to just zone in on that one play, and that is it this week. But you got to give credit to Jalen Hurts, Nick Sirianni, Kellen Moore, and this entire Eagles offense for just straight manhandling and dominating the Cincinnati Bengals there. Like, it was beautiful offensively speaking. I mean, Grant Calcaterra, another big game, filling in for Dallas Goedert with 3 big catches. I mean, yeah, the rest of that was pretty much it. Stoll and Barkley had 1 catch. There was a target to Gainwell, which was the one bad throw. There wasn't much in the receiving game to talk about. But again, Saquon Barkley had big runs when necessary. Jalen Hurts ran with conviction at times, obviously had the 3 rushing touchdowns. One not being a tush push, one being an actual running play there, which was a very, very nice run there that he had. It was just such a perfect game offensively. And I don't want to take anything away from the defense. The defense made us feel right from the get-go that it was going to be a long day, giving up a 10-plus minute opening drive to the Bengals, where the Bengals just marched right down the field, getting third down completions and picking up third downs left and right, marched right down the field. Nolan Smith gives up a touchdown to Jamar Chase. I don't even know why Nolan Smith was on Jamar Chase there, but the defense started out very shaky in this game. But they made adjustments. They made plays when necessary. They made big plays, big hits. Stop the Cooper DeJean stop of Jamar Chase on 4th down. We are still 3-0 when Cooper DeJean is starting. Just throwing that out there. 3-0 since then. No turnovers in. We even won the turnover battle. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a phenomenal interception. I forget who broke the play up, whether it was Isaiah Rodgers or Cooper DeJean, or Reed Blankenship batted the ball up in the air, and Chauncey Gardner-Johnson stayed focused, and was able to catch a bouncing ball like that for an interception. Obviously, you had Zach Bond and Kobe Dean on a strip fumble recovery. I mean, we had 2 turnovers all year. We had 2 more today. And we won that. We won the time of possession battle, which no one would have thought the way the first drive was going that was even remotely a chance. I'm watching post-game live here as I'm recording this on Sunday. 132.5 quarterback rating for Jalen Hurts, 84.7 for Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow threw 17 more passes, had 2 less yards. So the Eagles defense did their job. Quinion Mitchell, very good again. Darius Slay did get limp off the field. It didn't. I believe he did not come back. I'll be curious to see snap counts as this week goes on. But this was a great victory, Eagles Nation. A fantastic win all across the board. Literally everybody did their job. Nolan Smith even got in there and got another half a sack. Zach Bond and Kobe Dean played very well again today. I'm just glowing right now as I'm recording this because it was just last week's game against the Giants and beating them was a good win, but it still left some meat on the table of conversation for the critics of the Eagles and the critics of Jalen Hurts. This week, there is nothing that anybody could say that would be negative. You went out there and beat in Cincinnati, a place you've never won as a football team before, and beat what is supposed to be a very good Bengals team. And not just beat them, almost by 3 touchdowns, winning by 20 today on Sunday. So it might be an overreaction Monday statement, but guys, let me tell you something. The Eagles are back. The Eagles are scary. And I'm telling you, looking at the rest of the schedule, Jags next week, and going after that with Dallas and Baltimore. I think Baltimore was losing. I don't know if they ended up losing that game or not. Let me quick check here. The Ravens even losing to the Browns and Jameis Winston today. The NFL's wide open, guys. The Eagles are primed to make that deep run like we thought they could. And it was a beautiful game. I'm glowing. I'm super happy, guys. This is the Eagles Checkdown right here on the Eagles Pinpool Podcast Network. I am Phil Stiefel. If you want a more elongated and more interactive version of this conversation, check me out on Trending in the AM, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 9:30, where your opinions actually matter. And we will be talking about this on Monday morning at 8 a.m., this victory in detail. So I'd love you to check it out. I have the link down below. You just copy and paste it. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel there, and you can get the longer version where you'll get the interaction and have a chance to have your opinions heard. So with that being said, guys, we'll be back tomorrow with another episode. We'll have more details from this game to go over. But as we always say, go Birds, and bubbles up to you.